Fucking lovely day for it, isn't it? Today I'm going to be discussing 5 things I love about the Bandit 1250, because I've had it now for practically 2 years. You know, by the time this video goes out, I'll have owned this for 2 years. And obviously over that time, using it pretty much every day except for occasional days off, and you know, it's been in the shop. But there's things I've come to love about it and things I've come to hate about it. My number 5 has got to be the torque of the bloody thing. Like, it just pulls from nowhere. It doesn't care at all. If you want to go, it will take you there quite easily, just in really low revs, which helps the fuel economy. Like, literally, you can pull away from a junction in a second in this, and it's just kind of like, yeah. You can just sit low in the revs and just let the road go by. You're quite happy to keep it in 6th and just use 6th gear all day. Number 4 has got to be the mirrors. Because a lot of bikes, you find that the mirrors are too close together, you've constantly got elbows and stuff. No, I'm not saying these are perfect, so I can still see my elbows. But it's literally, I don't know, maybe a 5th or a 6th of the mirror itself. The rest of it is clear road. And driving along, there is hardly any vibration through the mirrors at all. It's fantastic. So Suzuki really did their homework on this to get those perfect, kind of, or almost perfect mirrors. For number 3, I've got to mention the seating position. Like, the ergonomics on this, well, for me anyway, it's the perfect leg to seat to handlebar distance. So I can sit quite comfortably on this, and with the long, wide seat, it actually gives you a lot of room to kind of manoeuvre around. I'm not leant too far forward, which is nice. It's like my legs aren't too cramped or too stretched out. I think it's an 820mm seat height, so it's not particularly tall either. But it's just generally a nice place to be. And the padding on the seat, this kind of helps, you know, ease out some of these rougher bits, so you're not really spending that much time moving around, because it's padded. It keeps you there. Even the pillion seat is nicely padded, and it's a big space, which means there's loads of room for your pillion to get comfy. Number 2 for me, and I'll prove it on this bit of road up here, has got to be the stability of it. Like, it's just so easy to manoeuvre. Because I thought with the weight being high up, it'd be quite unstable. But going into corners, it doesn't want to fall into a corner. Or it falls into a corner, but it's also quite happy to fly back up again. It's not hard to manoeuvre. Hold on, let me just... Like, this road isn't fucking perfect by any means. I think the speed, how low can I go? I'll probably do 1 mile an hour, but anyway, I'm going to be late for work. But yeah, you get the idea. Stability on this is not an issue. And with a decent set of tyres on it, you really don't care. You can just kind of amble around. You're not actually worried about the weight as soon as it gets moving. It's just lovely. Because alright, it's a heavy old beast, but it keeps you planted in these corners. By no means is it going to ever be a sports bike with handling, but for such a heavy beast, it's really nice. It's like the weight is nicely balanced, and it keeps it firm on the ground, except when you run out of petrol and there's a lack of weight on the front, which makes it quite light on the front, I've got to say, but still you've got that stability there. My number 1 has got to be that for the price, you can get a bike that does this. Really easily, and with no care. What's not to love? I think when this, well, last time I checked, because they stopped making it now, sadly, they should bring it back, but it was costing something like £7.5 grand. That's street triple money. And you've got a 1250, like, it's actually 1255cc engine with bags of torque and touring ability out the arse. What more could you want? The only place I can really see that they've skimped on the money, because it's like adjustable front suspension, adjustable rear suspension. The paint on the engine though is atrocious. It's like wafer thin. So if you don't keep an eye on it every day, especially when living at the coast where you get salty air, it just peels the paint off. Now admittedly, that doesn't stop the engine working. The engine's fine. It's a brilliant machine, what with nearly 37,000 miles on the clock. It just goes. It doesn't care. It's like, nah, fuck it, I'm doing it today, bollocks to you all. And it does it. Alright, it's had hiccups, but it's 10 years old. You get budget bikes, you get to like a year, 2 years old and start having issues. It's like the battery, it was 9 years old, I'm surprised it was fucking dead. The starter motor, a known issue. So that has now been sorted. Gear position sensor, Winter got to it. After 10 years, I'm not bloody surprised. And the rest of it's just wear and tear, like brakes and chains and stuff. Which obviously now with the Scott oiler, doesn't bother me as much. That is my number one favourite thing about this bike, is it's so much bike for the money. You have no idea. I'll be honest, I'm going to miss it when it's sold. If it sells, the last time I checked eBay, it hadn't moved for 3 days. The price had gone up quite quickly and it just kind of sat there at a ridiculously low figure. Of like $820 or something. $820 for this? Are you fucking kidding me? I've seen write-offs go for more than that. And this still runs, it'll run all bloody day. I mean, unless you don't put it over petrol, in which case it ain't going to get very far. Anyway, that was my 5 favourite things, or the 5 things I love about the Bandit 1250. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to bail out. Cheers.